Welcome everyone. It's been a long week. We've been waiting for this process to conclude. Please feel free to participate in the comments and feel free to tell us what you think and your hopes about this cabinet announcement. Siyabonga kakhulu and siyanamukela. Thank you for watching with us. I kind of suspected that it was going to be delayed even tonight. And hey, I am sorry for not greeting. My name is Sandile, your host, and welcome to the channel. Please feel free to like and subscribe. We do this every now and then. We stream important events and have a smaller yana discussion about them, a smaller yana discussion on the comments. Maybe one day I will finally gather the courage to appear on screen. But anyway, welcome everyone. Yes, we are still waiting for this guy, and he's famous for delaying, man. You know, he's always addressing us late. I wonder what is happening. I hope there were no last minute changes to the deals and all that. Yeah, I wonder how is this going to unfold, especially since the MK and EFF made that last minute announcement to the president. I wonder if it's going to influence what he's going to do from this moment on about when it comes to the appointments as a cabinet here. Tell us what you think and please participate on the poll. We just want to see how our viewers, what our viewers think about the whole situation. Oh, the president is probably taking his time. We've been waiting, and this 9 o'clock has been very, very, very far. I can't believe it's 20 past already, and we haven't had anything from this, from our president, Ramaphosa. Is it our president, really? Could be their president. It's the president of the country, yeah. It's the president of the country. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I forgot to switch off the sound. Yeah, anyway, yeah. Kurap, kushubile, kushushu, kuyashisa, endlini. Nabo Keitini are busy attacking Abu Helen Zile, calling them the Nyaupe girls, the drug addicts in the house, because Veluma Gogo went on too far, embarrassing everyone. And Keitini has been shooting. Anyway, yeah, we've been waiting. I don't really have high hopes for this government, but hey, I guess the benefit of the doubt is something we should give to everyone, I guess. So yeah, let's give them a benefit of the doubt. Let's hope they will bring something different, even though the situation is very, very hopeless. It's been 21 minutes after 9 when we were promised that the announcement will be exactly at 9 p.m. I wonder what the delay is. Where is the president? I guess Ramaphosa. Yeah, anyway, welcome. Please feel free to participate on the comments. Like I said before, feel free to participate on the comments and on our Q&A. You can also suggest some questions and make some suggestions, comments, anything. And feel free to participate on our poll. The comments will be displayed briefly on the side over there on the public comments. And yeah, hopefully the president will address the nation very, very soon. We do not want to wait till 10 o'clock for this. Hey, I'm sure a lot of you have things to do. You can't just wait. forever and ever. Amen. But then again, hey, welcome. Thank you for joining us. It is exactly 9:30. We've been waiting for the president. He was supposed to address the nation at 21 o'clock. Hey, I guess the man is taking his time and perhaps doing some last minute touch up to the whole process. I don't know, but the president seems to be missing. It's been 30 minutes now. Anyway, welcome everyone. Please feel free to participate on the comment on our Q&A. Okay. I bet now they are about to start very soon. We are already beginning to get some visuals, which we will forward to you very, very soon. I think the president is about to address in just a couple of minutes at most. I'm suspecting in the next 3 to 5 minutes he will be announcing the cabinet. Thank you for your patience. And I guess the president will thank us for our patience too. Yo, what a long delay. Yo, we've been waiting. It's almost 20 minutes to 10 now. We were promised an address at 9 p.m. exactly. 9 p.m. sharp. Yeah, I guess the man is taking his time. I wonder what could be the delay here. What do you think is the delay? Because I really don't see anything that can delay a president for almost an hour just to announce a cabinet. This thing is to be done within 48 hours after the elections. Okay, after the election of the president by the National Assembly. Yes, now there were negotiations and all that, but couldn't they conclude? I mean, didn't they conclude this yesterday? Didn't they conclude it yesterday? What could be the last minute touch up at this time? Yo. I don't know if this is, I don't want to say African time. It's going to be offensive to Africa. At most, African time was going to be 9:05. This is beyond African time now. This is just plain delaying and, I don't have high hopes anymore. What could they be doing? It's almost an hour now. We are waiting as a nation. Yo. I don't even think this is worth waiting for. I'm kidding. But I mean, come on. On Twitter, still nothing. At least on Twitter is comments. So you guys tell me, what do you think is the delay here? Why do you think the president is taking this long to announce a cabinet? We thought everything was done, dusted, and signed. So what could be the problem right now? Let's check on Facebook. Okay, there's no one on Facebook. On YouTube, you guys don't want to talk to me on YouTube. It's okay. But then I understand. Yeah, we've been waiting for too long. Tensions have been too high. And this thing has been giving us anxiety. I even stopped following South African politics for some time because these elections, the outcome of the elections and the aftermath of the elections, everything has been just stressful. It has been stressful and it has been causing me anxiety. So I was like, yay, let me just sign off. I will come back when they announce okay, first I said I will come back when they actually do the inauguration or the election of the president by the National Assembly. Then they did that. So I thought, at least now it's done and dusted. Everyone has an understanding. I thought everyone knew what they were going to get from this and whatever. Hey, but I was wrong. I was wrong. A long journey of negotiations had just began at the time. So I was like, hey, instead of me giving myself all of this anxiety, let me just doze off a little bit. I will come back when they announce the cabinet. I've been waiting for the past 2 hours. I wish I could fast forward time. But then, hey, finally 9 p.m. is here. I'm like, yes, I'm finally going to see the cabinet. The president's delaying. It's 21:40 now. We're still getting no visuals. We're still getting nothing. Yo. What could be the problem? Hey, guys. Well. Anywho. On YouTube, guys, are you seeing the delay on YouTube? Or maybe it's just me. What do you guys think about this whole thing? What do you guys think about this delay? What do you think could be the hold up to this whole entire thing? Is it not supposed to just be an announcement tonight? Or are they still concluding the negotiations? But at this time, at this hour? Why would you drag on the negotiations till the golden hour? Yo. Yeah, no. They don't take us serious. Yo, guys. Tagushubile kubuvu. Oh, the president is missing. Welcome there, Vincent. I see you. Yo, the president is missing, man. We've been waiting. No visuals, nothing. No one has heard from the president. I no, 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 no. What do you think could be the delay? I mean, isn't this supposed to just be an announcement? This thing is giving me anxiety, Nagant. What is happening? So the president is missing. Yeah, our president is missing, man. It's almost an hour now. What's this? 21:42. We've been waiting for 42 minutes on top of the days and of high tensions and negotiations and leaks and all the drama. And they still want to give us some more anxiety. This is not fair. It's really, really not fair. It's possible, hey? It's possible that somebody changed their mind, taking advantage, of course, of the situation. I am suspecting it has something to do with the last minute announcement that the EFF and the MK party made about them wanting to not really join, but agreeing to work with the GNU. In condition that the Democratic Alliance and the Freedom Front Plus are closed out. The EFF earlier even announced they requested, they told us that they sent a letter to Ramaphosa requesting a new statement of intent. So yeah, maybe that new dynamic added some complexity to the whole process, and perhaps they needed to move a few things there and there. I don't know, man. I don't know. This is giving me anxiety. You know, I'm getting so anxious. You would say I'm the rand tonight. I am as anxious as the rand. I'm volatile. I'm as volatile as the rand. I just don't understand what the delay could be. Oh, these people need to take us seriously next time. I think this time should be regulated because, yeah, if I don't even know what I'm saying. How can you regulate the time? But yeah, man, like, come on, it's 9:45. We've been waiting for this for days. They've been teasing us with all of this, and now they're delaying. Oh my gosh, I'm speechless. I can't even talk properly today. We've been through a lot as a nation, guys. I think we just deserve this one last round. This last lap should be smooth, man. Come on. I'm suspecting Helen Zille is doing something. This is some Helen Zille. It's got some Helen Zille written all over it. This has got some Democratic Alliance Helen Zille written all over it. It's the crap. It's the shit. Oh, forgive the language. Oh, I forgot to press the beeper there. Yo. Anyway, hi, welcome, guys. We tried. I guess we're gonna have to be patient and wait for the man. Hopefully, the announcement will not be as underwhelming as we are all expecting it to be now. Because, I mean, with all these delays, I hope they come up with some amazing cabinets that will change South Africa for the better. Even though personally, I am really not hopeful. The beginning of this journey was not as smooth as I thought it was going to be, or it's not as smooth as it was supposed to be, which brings me to that conclusion. Yeah, it's not going to be a smooth ride in the next 5 years. I hope they're just not gonna do this thing of pointing fingers at each other when they are failing to deliver, because that's what politicians always do. They give us these dreams and hopes and promise us all of these promises, and then when they fail to deliver, they start pointing fingers elsewhere. I just hope that the Progressive Caucus will not do anything to stand on their way, so that when they fail, their failure is 100% theirs, so that the voter will know next time who to vote decisively, without any confusion, without any ambiguity or whatever. I just want them to step out of the way and let this GNU thing carry on. This will be proved to South African, because this will be our second GNU since the GNU we formed in 1994. So if both GNUs fail, I guess that will be an eye-opener to the voter to say, hey, this GNU thing doesn't work, stop doing it. Like, try new things, because I'm not really a big fan of progressive politics, but come on, guys, logically, the society has been moving towards that direction. Let's at least give them what they want, because this thing is cyclical. These people who are yearning for this progressive government to take over will always kind of create obstacles for the current system, or let me rather say the right-leaning system that we are about to start. They will always feel like the oppressed. They will always feel like they didn't get a chance to display their abilities when it comes to leading society. You understand? But then it would have been too premature if they got government now. I feel like this arrangement, the 1994 GNU style arrangement, needed one last chance to win all the hearts of the people to the Progressive Caucus. When they finally get power, I hope they're going to use that power to make things better for everyone, because even progressive parties fail. Every time when a progressive party comes to the top, not every time, I'm not basing this on science, but it has a potential to fail too. And every time when these progressive leaders finally get power, because they earn the support of the people through overpromising, they usually fail, and then they shift blame again and they point at imaginary enemies and the West, gosh about them. So I wanted the win of the the win of the Progressive Party of South Africa to be organic, so that that cycle doesn't repeat itself, because it would have been premature to give power to the Progressive Party now. The Progressive Parties now. If they got power, the rand was going to collapse, the economy was going to collapse as a reaction to the nationalization of land and strategic sectors of the economy and all that. And that would have created panic. Of course, it would have taken everything down, and they would have blamed it on this new progressive government. So you have to give a chance to the current arrangement, at least, or to this right-leaning politics to take stage and then fail on its own in front of the voters, so that next time the voter knows who to go with clearly without any confusion. Now it's 21:52. We've been waiting for our president. The president is no show. We have no idea what the delay is and what could the delay be. we were hoping that Ramaphosa doesn't do typical Ramaphosa delays, but hey, here we are with a delay, and it's almost an hour now. We've been waiting for this guy to announce this cabinet. What could be the reason for that? I just don't see the reason for that, because if they inked everything during the day, in fact, they announced yesterday that the DA and the ANC finally reached a deal. They shook their hands and probably inked a few things there and there. It sounded like everything was finalized yesterday. So what could be the delay? I have no idea. At least on Twitter, people are discussing this thing. And Maralibona, they don't have an idea. Some people are lying here. They say they've already seen the cabinet. It's a disaster. Others are saying, oh, the DA is in charge. It took the entire government. Others are saying, oh, what is this? Okay, this is not the official page. I thought it was the official page of the ANC. I almost read some lie. Let me go and refresh on my ANC page, and then I will later go to the presidency page, perhaps. Oh, okay, there's nothing on my ANC page. Let's check Fikile Mbalula here. Oh, okay, I think it's starting now. It's starting. Yeah, I think it's starting. All right, I'm going to beam the visuals to you guys. Thank you for your patience. Yeah. Woo. There you go.
Growth and renewal. And to give effect to this mandate, it was agreed that a government of national unity, which brings together parties from across the political spectrum, should be formed. This government of national unity would be bound by certain fundamental principles and would undertake a basic minimum of program of priorities that affect the lives of the people of South Africa. Following discussions over the course of the last few weeks, a total of 11 parties have elected to work together in government as well as in parliament. These are the African National Congress, the Democratic Alliance, the Patriotic Alliance, the Inkatha Freedom Party, Good Party, Pan-Africanist Congress of Azania, Freedom Front Plus, United Democratic Movement, Al-Jamaa, Rise Mzansi, and the United African Transformation. The partnership between the GNU parties is guided by a statement of intent which outlines fundamental principles and a minimum program of priorities. All the parties have made a commitment in writing to respect the Constitution and to promote accountable and transparent governance, evidence-based policies, and decision-making, the professionalization of our public service based on integrity and good governance. The incoming government will prioritize rapid, inclusive, and sustainable economic growth and the creation of a more just society by tackling poverty and inequality, as well as unemployment. The establishment of the Government of National Unity in its current form is unprecedented in the history of our democracy. We have had to consider how to form a new government in a manner that advances the national interest, that also gives due consideration to the outcome of the election and that makes use of the respective capabilities within each of the parties represented. We have had to consider not only the immediate needs of the country, but the needs of all our people. We have also had to consider the stability, effectiveness, and the durability of the government that we are establishing. It is true that some South Africans have expressed concern about the length of time it has taken to form a government since the elections. As the discussions have unfolded, they have been worried about the effect of a protracted process on confidence and the stability of the country. At the same time, many people have pointed to the experiences of other countries that have far longer history in democracy, where the formation of multi-party governments have sometimes taken several months. In one case, formation of a government took more than a year. As a relatively young democracy, we should be proud that we have moved to establish a government comprised of a number of parties within such a short space of time. Through our discussions, we have been able to build consensus on the tasks of government. We have shown that there are no problems that are too difficult or too intractable that they cannot be solved through dialogue and negotiations. This evening, I am pleased to announce the members of the National Executive of our country who will bear collective responsibility to give effect to the will of the people of South Africa. In forming the National Executive of our country, we have had to consider several factors and advance a number of key principles. We've had to ensure that the incoming government will be effective and that it will have people with the experience, the skills and capabilities to deliver on its mandate. It is important that we deploy into positions of responsibility people who are committed, capable, and hardworking, and who also have integrity. We've had to ensure that all the parties are able to participate meaningfully in the national executive, as well as in various parliamentary positions, and that they should represent the diversity of the people of South Africa properly. We have sought to ensure that the national executive is representative of the people of South Africa, giving due consideration to gender, to youth, demographics, as well as the regional distribution in our country. We want South Africans to see themselves reflected not only in the composition of government, but also in the policies and the programs of our government. Given the challenges that our country faces today, and considering the electoral mandate this government must implement, and I mean that we must work hard to ensure that we achieve all the goals that we have set out. And with due regard to this, I've decided to make a number of changes in the government's portfolios. In the course of the 6th administration, I indicated my intention to reduce the number of portfolios in the national executive. However, due to the need to ensure that the national executive is inclusive of all the parties that are part of the government of national unity, this has not been possible. In some instances, we've had to consider it necessary to separate certain portfolios to ensure that there is sufficient focus on key issues. The ministries of electricity and energy will now be merged. There will be a separate Ministry of Minerals and Petroleum Resources. The Ministry of Agriculture will be separated from the Ministry of Land, Reform and Rural Development. Ministry of Higher Education will be separated from the Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation. The Ministry of Justice and Constitutional Development will be separated from the Ministry of Correctional Services. There will no longer be a Ministry of Public Enterprises. The coordination of the relevant public enterprises will be located in the Presidency during the process of implementing a new shareholder model. However, various key institutions will be reporting to the various ministry for policy matters. The following appointments to the executive will therefore be made. The Deputy President is Paul Mashatile. The Minister of Agriculture is John Steenhuisen. The Deputy Minister of Agriculture is Rosemary Nokuzola Kapa. Minister of Land Reform and Rural Development is Mzwanele Nyoncho. Deputy Minister of Land Reform and Rural Development is Chupu Stanley Matabata. Minister of Basic Education is Siviwe Kwahube. Deputy Minister of Basic Education is Regina Mahaule. Minister of Communications and Digital Technologies is Soli Malati. The Deputy Minister of Communications and Digital Technologies is Mondli Gungubele. The Minister of Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs is Velinkosi Tlabisa. The Deputy Minister of Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs is Dixon Masemola and Ngosi Zolile Burns Ngamashe. The Minister of Defense and Military Veterans is Angie Motsecha. Deputy Minister of Defense and Military Veterans is Bantu Holomisa and Richard Mkongo. Minister of Electricity and Energy is Hosien Suramokhopa. Deputy Minister of Electricity and Energy is Samantha Graham. Minister of Science, Technology and Innovation is Blade Nzimande. The Deputy Minister of Science, Technology and Innovation is Nomalungelo Gina. Minister of Employment and Labor is Nomakosazana Meth. Deputy Minister of Employment and Labor is Jomo Sibiya and Pumzile Mgcina. Minister of Finance is Enoch Godongwana. Deputy Ministers of Finance are David Masondo and Ashor Sarupen. Minister of Forestry, Fisheries and Environment is Dion George. Deputy Ministers of Forestry, Fisheries and Environment are Naren Singh and Bernice Swart. Minister of Health is Dr. Aaron Mutwaledi. Deputy Minister of Health is Dr. Joe Patla. Minister of Higher Education is Dr. Nobuhle Nkabani. The Deputy Ministers of Higher Education are Buti Manamela and Dr. Mimi Gondwe. Minister of Home Affairs is Leon Schreiber. Deputy Minister of Home Affairs is Njabulo Nzuza. Minister of Human Settlements is Mamoloko Kubai. Deputy Minister of Human Settlements is Thandi Mahambeshala. The Minister of International Relations and Cooperation is Ronald Lamola. Deputy Ministers of International Relations and Cooperation are Alvin Buotes and Thandi Moraka. Minister of Justice and Constitutional Development is Tembing Kadimeng. The Deputy Minister of Justice and Constitutional Development is Andries Nel. The Minister of Mineral and Petroleum Resources is Gwede Mantashe. Deputy Minister of Mineral and Petroleum Resources is Judith Nemadzinga Chabalala. Minister of Planning, Monitoring and Evaluation is Marupini Ramokhopa. Deputy Minister of Planning, Monitoring and Evaluation is Seiso Muhai. Minister of Police is Senzo Mkunu. Deputy Ministers of Police are Poli Bushielo and Castle Matale. Minister in the Presidency is Kumbuzo Nchabeni. Deputy Ministers in the Presidency are Nongeba Mhlauli and Kenneth Morolo. Minister of Public Service and Administration is Nkosi Mzamo Buthelezi. Deputy Minister of Public Service and Administration is Pinky Kekana. Minister of Public Works and Infrastructure is Dion McPherson. Deputy Minister of Public Works and Infrastructure is Sihle Zikalala. Minister of Small Business Development is Telan Dabeni. The Deputy Minister of Small Business Development is Jane Sitole. The Minister of Social Development is Sisisi Tolashe. Deputy Minister of Social Development is Hanif Hendricks. The Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture is Gayton McKenzie. Deputy Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture is Peace Mabe. Minister of Tourism is Patricia DeLille. Deputy Minister of Tourism is Maggie Sochu. Minister of Trade and Industry and Competition is Pax Dao. The Deputy Ministers of Trade, Industry and Competition are Zuko Goldlimpi and Andrew Whitfield. Minister of Transport is Barbara Creasy. Deputy Minister of Transport is Mkhuleko Hlengwa. Minister of Water and Sanitation is Phemima Jodina. Deputy Ministers of Water and Sanitation is David Mahlobo and Isaac Siahlolo. Minister of Women, Youth and Persons with Disabilities is Sindisiwe Chikunga. Deputy Minister of Women, Youth and Persons with Disabilities is Mapaseka Steve Litzike. Minister of Correctional Services is Peter Groenewald, Dr. Peter Groenewald. Deputy Minister of Correctional Services is Lindiwe Nchalinchali. These men and women that we have appointed to the executive are drawn from all corners of our country. They reflect the diversity of our nation. They have a responsibility to work together to serve the people of South Africa as a whole. None of the members of the National Executive has been appointed to serve the interests of a particular constituency, a particular party, or a particular section of society. Collectively and individually, they are responsible to the people of South Africa. In the spirit of partnership and collaboration, the incoming government will work together with other formations to convene what we have spoken about a few days ago, which is a national dialogue. Through this national dialogue, all parties, civil society groups, labor, business, and other stakeholders will be invited to work together to address the critical challenges facing our nation. We call on all South Africans to participate in the national dialogue and to give their support to this government of national unity as it begins its work. As the leaders of political parties, as ministers and deputy ministers, as public representatives, we understand and accept the responsibility that we bear. We have all been called upon to serve the people of this country, and we will do so to the utmost of our ability. I thank you. Thank you.
Yo, okay, yeah, finally it's done. Hi. Anyway, thank you for watching, everyone, and yeah, I have no words. I must say I am really underwhelmed by this. I can only imagine that in a few days in South Africa there's probably going to be some protest. I mean, what is this? But then, hey, Angsone Sangoma, so who am I to try to predict the future? Thank you, everyone, and see you next time, or be with you next time. Bye.